Hey guys, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Monarch Token. Monarch is an all-in-one payment platform for merchants, consumers, and investors. The wallet is live now for Mac and PC and also available for iOS on the App Store. Find out more about their ongoing private sale and upcoming token sale at monarchtoken.io. What's happening, everybody? What's happening, everybody? How's everybody feeling today? How's everybody feeling today? It is another lovely day here in the market. What's up, Hassan? What's going TS McKay? Steven Dyson? What's going on, Lord Smith? Kawaiian? Rich is Me 101 says crypto is dead. So they say. Oh boy. Yay, we got sound. I know. Look at me. Look at me learning how to get this dialed in the middle of crypto winter. My freezing cold hands are still strong. Where is the Indian host? He's in the other room, actually, currently right now. He is in the other room. Snay will be on later this week, probably tomorrow, but here's me. Wake me up when we capitulate. What's up, Dave? What's up, BreezerCoin? What's happening, guys? So yeah, rough days in the markets lately. Market cap has fallen below the 200 billion mark. A little brutal, guys. Kind of hurting everybody's feelings. We are all feeling the squeeze. Everybody's portfolio is feeling brutal, so I can understand why everybody is waiting for the capitulation point. I think we are all waiting for the bulls to just say, fine, bears, you can have it, set your price, and then we'll get back to business as usual. Hopefully that doesn't scare every single retailer investor in the world away in the course of the capitulation happening, but only time will tell, guys. Only time will tell. But I don't think that this technology is going anywhere. I don't think that this market is going to go away completely. I think there are far too many serious projects with legitimate business partnerships that are accomplishing real world use cases. So you obviously buy the dip, but do you stop buying and wait and see if it goes lower? Well, Ivan, to answer that question, if you've watched this channel for any time, I have for some time now been sitting out, and I've continued to put fiat into my Coinbase, but it is basically just sitting there in my USD wallet, waiting to re-enter the market. I did put in some buys on the last little dip. I did put in a buy on Ethereum at 475, or no, it was about 472, I think, actually, and sold out of that position immediately as we have gone further back down. Obviously, not good. But I currently have some buys in on Ethereum. So yeah, I think Ethereum still has plenty of legs, and so many projects are currently tied to it that I still believe in its fundamental value long term. So I've got some buys in on ETH, and just wait to see what Bitcoin will do. Haven't closed out of all my positions, but definitely have winnowed it down. I'm into about 12 different coins right now, and that's basically it right now. Keeping an eye on some interesting projects out there, but by and large, just kind of biding my time and waiting to see what the market will happen. So hopefully that answers your question, Ivan. What's happening? Ashley, what's happening? Ryan, welcome. Glad to see you guys here. And Mr. Compton over here says the technology not going away, but the currency will. I don't think so. I don't think the currency is fundamental to the technology. It is the incentive that makes users of the network remain honest. So I don't think the currency will go away. Will we see? I mean, like let's look at this right here, guys. This is a figure I go over a lot. Is the number of currencies on the market, and there are more than ever before. So more projects keep coming live as more projects die. So I don't think the currency is going anywhere. Now, are all the projects that we see in the market today going to still be around later this year? Maybe, probably not. Should I get rid of Tron? Tron is basically free now. You know, I think Tron is a solid project long term. I don't think you should get rid of Tron, but you know, entirely up to you. Depends on where you got into it and if you believe in it long term or not. Guys, that's really what it is. So that was the subject of today. Is remember why you hodl, right? What got you involved in this in the first place? Was it just the money, or was it that you actually believe in the ability of this technology to change the system as it stands, to change the financial markets, to change the supply chain dynamic system, to change the way that legal contracts are executed, to change intellectual property? You know, that's ultimately what it comes down to. Do you believe in the value of this technology to do what it set out to do? Do you think that it actually can accomplish what it's going to do? And if you do, then you know, then you have your answer on whether you should sell the project or hodl. So anyway, I hope that gives you a little bit. Again, guys, I don't ever set out to say buy this, sell this, right? I'll always tell you about the projects I think are interesting and hot, and I tell you about the trades that I get involved in or don't. You know, I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money. I'm just here to tell you if I see an opportunity, and I'm definitely here to tell you or try to help you learn and spread as much knowledge about the underlying tech and why this stuff is valuable as possible. So while we're on that note, I don't know if you guys saw, I did a great big walkthrough video of a number of different wallets. I have people all the time asking me what's the best way to store their crypto. You know, should they use Mew, or should they use get a Trezor or a Ledger? Should they use a number of the mobile wallets? So you know, I did a big wallet walkthrough comparing Monarch and Bread wallet for mobile wallets. We did a full Trezor setup from out of the box to ready to store all your crypto and trade with, and also did a little walkthrough of MetaMask and Mew. So kind of comparisons on that. If you guys are curious and have not decided yet, and you're still keeping all of your money on exchanges, and are considering just sitting out in the HODL gang while the rest of this market decides which way it wants to head, always best to keep those in cold storage. So I recommend watching that video and just take a walk through. It's about 15 minutes long, and just see what you think. And if you know, it doesn't even have to be any of those wallets. Those would just give you a comparison of some of the kinds of wallets on the market. I compared them to, you know, existing payment applications like PayPal and Square's Cash App. So, you know, guys, I know most of the time on this, I get in and go through the markets and look at it. So I just have a couple of things. You know, I wanted to come on and try to maybe spread a little hope today, you know. So I want to just draw attention to a couple of things that should give you a little bit of faith that this market's it's taken a beating, but this is just the growing pains of a new technology. So the first thing, speaking of Square, is that Cash App, Square's Cash App, which I go through a little tutorial in my walkthrough video, they've expanded their Bitcoin trading to all 50 states. So Square's Cash App, Square, you guys know that, right? The little mobile phone, you can swipe credit card payments. A lot of merchants use it, farmers markets or small things like that, little restaurants and etc. Anyway, they've got their own peer-to-peer payment platform called Cash App, and you can buy Bitcoin in it, which they have just rolled out for all 50 states. So that's pretty huge, and Square is a very widely adopted payment platform already on the market. So giving wider exposure to cryptocurrency, wider exposure to Bitcoin in the market, I think is a good thing. So that is one thing I wanted to draw to you guys' attention. Another thing is all hail the Tether printer. Guys, so I want to show a couple of facts here and see if I can help correlate some information. So the market cap has been sitting, you know, fluctuating a little bit between about $205 million. We're a little under the $200 billion market right now, but and then also Bitcoin dominance clear up to 53.65%. And if we go over to TradingView, and let me just move this guy out of the way here. Well, look at that. Everything's green right now. Well, this was all a sea of bloody red yesterday. But you'll notice, you know, pretty much everybody had been, these are all bounced back up, you know, small percentages today, 1, 2, 3%. But these things were all down like 11, 15, 20% yesterday. And so what I'm saying is, my point is, some money is definitely leaving the market, but there has been quite a bit of money that is not leaving the market, that is just sitting on the sidelines waiting for action. How does it sit on the sidelines? So on a lot of exchanges, they're cashing out to fiat, right? Any exchange that has a fiat pair, but the ones that they aren't, they're using stable coins. What is the #1 stable coin on all the exchanges currently? Tether. And Tether just printed another 50 million worth of Tether, which means that many more, if their auditing is accurate, which I am skeptical of, but if their auditing is accurate, there's another 50 million that's gone back into Tether rather than fleeing the market entirely. So I think there's a lot of people that are just standing by, waiting for the bottom, and capital will come flooding back in. So we're going to see a huge bounce at some point. When that will be, I don't know yet, guys, but that is what we are going to do here, is go over these markets on a regular basis and try to keep you guys as informed as we can as it develops. So that was another interesting thing. And then the last one that I saw was Joseph Lubin, a co-founder of Ethereum, was saying that he doesn't think that, even if the price continues to crash, he doesn't see that stifling the development of Ethereum. Obviously, this is going to be a guy with some skin in the game, so he may have a little bit of bias. But overall, you know, he's saying, even though it's broken to an all-time low for the year, he suspects that the value of it is going to go back up. Again, just like we always say, guys, so many things are being built on the Ethereum blockchain. So many projects are already out on the Ethereum blockchain, and so many are in the process of coming to market. That Ethereum, I think, will retain its value. Now, why is it dumping in the short term? So number of speculators on this, but a huge one, I think, is, you know, it took a real dive in the last 48 hours, I guess, and this is the speculation, is, you know, a lot of people think that the majority of these ICOs that raised their funding in ETH are, you know, they were doing massive raises, right? They were doing it in Ethereum, but they were raising, they were doing their raise in Ethereum, but valuing it against it when Ethereum was still, you know, $800 to $1,200 a token. Now that it is clear down to that 200 mark, a lot of these people are, what is the word I'm looking for? Freaking out, because they are not sure that they're going to have the money, the capital, to be able to fund their project going forward. And so, unfortunately, at this point, they're doing the weak hands investor thing and fire selling it, which, again, if it's have some money to be able to develop your project, or wait till it all goes to the bottom and have no money to develop your project, obviously makes sense from a purely business standpoint. But I think that is a very large reason to why ETH has taken such a hit in the last 48 hours, and also should be indicative that the price should recover, hopefully sometime in the near term. But again, can't always judge the future by the past, but that is my feeling on it. So anyway, that's the bit of news coverage that I wanted to go over with you guys, because there's really just nothing in the market that's worth there's really just nothing in the market that I saw screaming for a trade. So anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and take a look over at what's going on with the comments. Thoughts on Cardano? I do like Cardano. I'm still holding my Cardano bags, and plan to continue to hold my Cardano bags. That's one that I'm just in the HODL gang on. But I got in on Cardano so cheap that I'm still way up on it. So there is a point where I will stop loss out of it, but that's a long ways off at this moment. So I believe in Cardano. I think if Cardano accomplishes what they set out to accomplish, they will solve the majority of interoperability issues, and that gives them a great big market use case, in my opinion. So again, only time will tell, but I like their team, and I really like Charles Hoskinson particularly. So I'm hopeful that that project will bear fruit in the future, and am still holding on to mine. All right, never hodl, set a stop loss, keep trading, says Jeffrey Hayrig. That's exactly right. But that being said, guys, there is always a certain portion of my assets that I will leave in. You know, I have what is I break it down into long-term stack, mid-term stack, short-term stack, right? So I take the total dollar value, or whatever, total value of my entire portfolio, and I break that down into percentage. And then I look at each of the tokens that I hold, and of those tokens, I will hold a certain percentage within that, right? Some may only be in the short or midterm. Some may be long-term and midterm. Some may be long-term and short-term for a quick swing trade. So the long-term stuff, I don't set a stop loss. I just deal, right? I throw it on my Trezor or in my Monarch wallet, or you know, in my, I've also got an Electrum wallet because I've had it forever. So I throw coins in there and I just park them because they're safe, and then I will trade with my, what I consider my short to midterm stack. So that's the way I do it. As far as what those percentages are and how that breaks down, if you guys want to know more about that, that's the kind of stuff we discuss, you guessed it, in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. You can join the Cryptosomniac Advantage for 14 days for free. Just go on over to cryptosomniac.com, click the little rocket, and you'll have access to all of the reports that we do. This is just going through our June, July trades, going over some of our successes. We definitely have still managed to make some money in the down market, and more importantly, we've also got fundamental analysis on a number of different projects that are either still under ICO or still very new to market. So if you want to get educated about what a number of these projects on the market are, we got you covered. Love to have you in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. Head on over and join that. And then the real advantage to that is our Discord server, which you can join and get some access to for free. Just down below, there's some links. So head on over to the Discord server, jump on in. We do keep the good stuff for the subscribers, but pretty active community over there still. You know, charting coins. We've got user requested TA. What do you want to know about? You want us to help you figure out how to make your swing trades. We advise on trading techniques. We've even got an expert margin trader regularly going over calls for BitMEX shorts and longs. We've got it all, guys. So we are well built and well prepped for the next bull market, and we'd love to have you come be part of our community in preparation for it. Anyway, let's get back to it. Yeah, all right. I've ranted enough. Let's interact. What do you say? Hopefully Sam's not refreshing his blockfolio. Sam's all right. I actually just talked to Sam just actually about 15 minutes ago, and Sam is doing well. So I don't want to spoil his surprise, but Sam has a surprise for you guys coming out soon. So all of you guys who have been long-term Cryptosomniac fans and have been wanting to know what's going on with Sam, stay tuned here, and that's all I can tell you. All right. ETH is booming, says Dave from New Zealand. Well, I don't know if I'd call that booming, sir. That is up 0.65% from yesterday, and let's look at that on some smaller intervals. This would be what's called trying to catch a falling knife, guys. None of these, every time it turns bullish, every single one of these does not achieve a higher high. Look at that wick and press down. So I think we've got further down to go on ETH for the moment. I think a lot of those ICOs still are clearing out their they're doing their fire sale to make sure they've preserved some of the capital of their raise. So I think great news for us, right? Great news for us believers is that I mean, look at this, guys. We haven't seen ETH this cheap since November last year. So that's another thing I want to draw to your attention. Do you remember last year in November when everybody was flipping out because they were like, oh man, if only I'd got ETH at 300, if only I'd got ETH at 250, if only. Now's your chance. If you believe in it, now's your chance, right? So keep that in mind, guys. When everybody, remember when Bitcoin was 20 grand and people were like, wow, if only I could have got Bitcoin at $4,500. Well, Bitcoin's awful cheap right now. So again, if you truly believe in these fundamentals, BTFD, guys, BTFD. All right, let's see. Fundamentals are greater than ever, says Alex Sai. Good news are greater than ever, like backed, agreed. Partnerships are greater than ever. Everything is better than going ever, and the price is going down. Well, guys, that's because there are a lot of people with a lot of money that are a lot better at manipulating these markets than us retail investors. You know, we're not whales. We don't have the ability to create the liquidity that some of these institutions do. Mind you, they've also been playing this game for years in the stock market, and they know exactly how to create liquidity, how to create FOMO, etc. And they leverage that ability against the retail investors who, by and large, really are just trying to park their money somewhere that will make them some more money, and they don't understand the mental tactics that go into creating liquidity in a market. All right, Let's see. Yeah, smash up the likes, guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you like Cryptosomniac, I certainly enjoy having you here with me. And this is one of my favorite parts of the day, is coming on and chatting crypto with you guys. So smash that like button. Make sure to hit that bell for subscription or for notifications. Subscribe so that you know when we go live. And also, when you get that subscription notification, it'll tell you which host is on. So is it me? Is it Snay? Is it going to be Amal coming on for some hardcore technical analysis? And or maybe it's one of our other guys. We've got some other new members that we're going to start bringing onto the channel soon. They've been doing TA in the group, but we thought maybe we should introduce them to the community as well, because they are very talented and skilled, and we believe they deserve to shine. So anyway, all right, let's see what else. Walton Zill thoughts. Not touching alts. Not touching alts right now. Although Zilliqa would be one that is definitely interesting. Let's go see. I believe I've got that on my sidebar here. No? Let's have a look at Zilliqa. Oof. It looks brutal on the daily, doesn't it? No volume. Yeah, I would avoid this like the plague right now. There's no volume on it at all. Nobody's even using this blockchain right now, is what this tells me. So that's a hard pass. Can I please say something about Nano? Sure. Nano is an incredibly fast blockchain that's token price has done awful lately, and I'm not sure why, because it's actually pretty impressive as far as speed and usability. Oh, look at that, it's up 5%. That's not bad. We hit a buy signal there on the 2 hour on the wave trend. I'd be careful, guys. I mean, it's still not looking great on the daily, but they must have had some great news today to get that little pump. Here's what I would say. If you're in Nano, if you got into Nano, this is what I would do. If I was in Nano and I had gotten in since 6 p.m. on the 13th of August, I would be taking profit right now. And I would be setting my stop loss at 15. I'd be setting my stop loss at 15.90. That's what I would tell you about Nano right now. Hello, Bernadette. Yes, happy to keep the market going. Yeah, happy to keep the dialogue going about the market, even when the market is not going the direction we want. Guys, we are here for you, right? It's there's a number of other channels on the market, I'm sure, that are only coming on because, Doug Polk talked about it. He's like, I'm only going to make videos when the topic is hot because I want people to watch the videos. I get it. Doug Polk's super entertaining. I like Doug Polk. But, I think we should still come on the channel and at least interact with you guys and try to remind you, why did you get into this in the long run, right? And that's hopefully just help spread a little bit of positivity, a little bit of reinforcement, so you don't just forget why you believed in this stuff in the first place and feel like you just got left holding the bag. Tomorrow is the last day to get Monarch token. Thank you for pointing that out, Luis. You guys, if you are interested in Monarch, head over to monarchtoken.io for all of the details. But yeah, the private sale and the public sale are both live currently. All right, perspective. Entry price. There was 17K BTC sent to one wallet on Bitcoin or on BitMEX today. Thoughts? Sounds like somebody's about to short 17 BTC. That would be my guess. WTF just happened. I don't know what happened, John. What did I miss? Is there a pump? I don't see anything super crazy going on here. Our main hero Binance is even having struggle holding its ground. Wow, like literally the entire market just had a pump, didn't it? Look at that. That must be what you are referring to there. Hey Heather, welcome. What's happening? Good to see you. Bitcoin dominance 53.2. Did it go up again? Yeah, pretty close. Well, look at that. Yeah, we did just have a nice little influx. About $2 billion just came into the market just since I started streaming, because we were at 199, we're over at 201. So using my fuzzy math there, hype is everything. If it loses hype, it loses value. You think buying coins that used to be very high is a good idea? Won't most of them return to those prices sooner or later? All right, so let me say this, guys, and so I don't think buying coins because they're cheap is ever a good idea. I think buying coins because you believe that they have a solid fundamental market use case, they have a team that can actually accomplish what they are setting out to do, that they have established partnerships with legitimate companies and legitimate advisors, and you know, there's a lot more into it than cheap, right? There's a lot of reasons to buy a coin. Because it's cheap is not one of them in my book. Because it is fundamentally sound is why you should buy a coin. So with that being said, there's a number of projects that I have closed out my positions on because I don't think they're going to do any development, and I haven't, you know, or they've fallen off completely on their marketing, et cetera, et cetera. Those are on my watch list now, right? It's like Lisk. I've completely closed my position on Lisk. I think that's a good idea for a project, being able to develop blockchain technologies with traditional development languages. I think that could provide a larger on-ramp for blockchain developers, but is now the time for it? Not for me. But it's, you know, I'll watch it, right? I'll keep an eye on it, and if I see them start to move. So that's what I would say there, Ivan, is those tokens. I don't know that now is necessarily the time to buy, because again, the trend is your friend and we're still in a down market. But that being said, if they are things that you are long-term convinced are going to do well, then, you know, this is not financial advice, and I'm not your financial advisor, but if you believe that they are going to do well, it's the cheapest it's been all year to get into the projects that you're interested in. I'll say it that way. All right, let's see. I believe the same. Ontology and Nas. Yeah, Ontology's fantastic. I mean, Ontology, I think, personally, I think is the replacement for Neo. And that is one that I would love to get into, but I'm not holding any right now. Is there a giveaway this stream? Yeah, I'll do a giveaway. I will do a giveaway. Excuse me. Yeah, Neo and Ontology are insane buys right now. Like, it's stupid cheap, right? Do you guys remember Neo was like $300? It's like 16 bucks right now. It might even be less. Let's see. Where is Neo? $2,600 sats. That's so cheap. So cheap. When everyone on YouTube is now saying Bitcoin 5K, 4K, 3K, it won't. 14-ish today. Yeah, I knew it was cheap. Yeah, I think there's the one thing that you guys should always keep in mind is at a certain point, Bitcoin can't get too low, because if the mining profitability goes too low, then all of these people that have huge amounts of money tied up in the market are going to lose it if the network shuts down. Obviously, I have no fear of that happening. But mining profitability will help prop up the price, I think. So I don't know. I think we could see it bounce down into the 5,800 range again, but I suspect we're going to see it oscillate through this channel a little bit for the near term. Do I think we have further down to go? I honestly, unfortunately, yeah, I think the bears are going to push it down a little bit more, but I don't think it. I don't think it can go below 4,000. I don't think so. I don't think that's happening. I think a lot of the YouTubers are just saying lower and lower because everybody has started to hit that mental capitulation point, and I think honestly, a lot of them maybe aren't. Are just starting to, fall into the herd think. We'll see. I'm basing my opinion on it on my team of technical analysts, my own technical analysis, plus Amal, plus Sneh, but that's we all kind of get together and powwow and talk about it. So that's where my feeling on it comes, but we'll see. I see T-Cats over on Twitter said, do you think Litecoin can recover? I don't think so. I am kicking myself every time that I didn't sell it. I've got 4 Litecoin left, and yeah, if it hits $100 anytime in the near future, I will be completely closing out of my Litecoin position. And, you know, again, that's another one that would just go on my watch list if at some point potentially it does give me a reason to want to pay attention to it again. I might consider re-entering my Litecoin position, but as of right now, I'm not. I'm over Litecoin. Digging Walton or not? No, I don't. No Walton chain for me. Let's see. Yo, what's going on today? It's me, Boss Lady. What's happening? It's, you know, just another day of blood red in the market. Although everything's bouncing. Looks like there's a nice little 2 to 5% bounce recovery today. So that's good. It's at least the bulls are telling us they haven't run out of steam yet. Why I think Ontology may pass up Neo, because I think the majority of the developers that were working on the Neo blockchain left and went to Ontology. Honestly, that's my opinion. Nope, I'm not. I'm not getting into a Litecoin rant today. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Somebody just asked, so I was replying to a question, but I'm not ranting. All right, guys. Well, I think that is gonna about cut it. That's not a whole lot going on in the market today. So yeah, guys, really ultimately my whole point in coming on today was remember why you hodl. Remember what got you into this in the first place. Remember why you think this stuff is valuable. Remember why you care. And as long as the fundamentals are still there, then the price shouldn't matter as much right now. Anyway, all right, guys, let's give away some crypto and then let's get the heck out of here. How do we give away crypto? Very simple. Not up here in the chat, but down below. Give me a comment with your ERC20 address. So I need a comment and your ERC20 address. What does that look like? It looks a little something like this. Let's find out here. Did anybody? There we go. This is an ERC20 address right here. So this guy, John H, follows directions. Comment, ERC20 address. That's all you got to do to be eligible. Give me a retweet over on Twitter and a like, and you will be eligible. So, we're having problems with our Facebook API. So unfortunately, if you are a Facebook fan of ours, I cannot enter you into the drawing right now. I'm working on it. I spent about 30 minutes trying to fix that before the stream today. Still haven't figured it out. I'll get back on there. But in the meantime, let's get a random number generator up. And 1 for YouTube, 2 for Twitter. Closing my eyes, clicking it 1, 2, 3 times. Survey says number 1. So YouTube it is. And how many comments do we have? 1, 2. Only 2. Guys, it's getting so easy to win crypto. It is crazy. So 2 people. And let's see here. 2 people. We'll do best out of 5. Just to make it interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 1. John H. There you go. John H, you just won some crypto. I will have my team reach out to you and get that over to you. And guys, if you want to be eligible to win, just do that. Give me a comment down below with your ERC20 address. Share me on Twitter and you are eligible. And we will give away some crypto tomorrow on the show. Guys, sorry I didn't have a ton today, but it's always fun hanging out with you. I will be back on tomorrow. I know from Saturday I did a short stream saying, hey, we're going to stream more from the Nurse Token event. The internet coverage there was garbage. So I've put together, you know, like a video edit of it from some of the footage and interview with some of the staff. So I'll have that up live and you can check that out. It was very Hollywood. We felt very fancy. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. And you know, I really appreciate you guys. Stay strong. This is Jason for Cryptosomniac. Keep your stop losses tight. Hodl gang. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.